everybody, and of course welcome to this video clip here. I'm doing it on a basis of a 4K camera this time, and yeah, we do give away some of the equipment that we use, but of course I haven't used this camera. It's basically a camera that I've just not used for a long time. I haven't really used it. That's what I've basically pretty much saying. But of course it is Nickalini Orange here, and welcome to Friday the 24th of February 2023. Yesterday it was the 23rd of February 2023, but it's now 24th. Okay, and of course it's not yet December time of 2023 yet. For some people it might be, but of course yes, welcome to hopefully the show that never ends here. And of course I'm doing this in a video form this time here. Most people will sort of recognise me from the lives, such as the NAR show, otherwise known as Nice and Relaxing Show. I do, of course, thank people that do tune in, even watching on replay and watching live at the same time, or either one or the other. But I thank you all for watching, of course, which, of course, earlier we did the live broadcast of the NAR show, Nice and Relaxing Show, with, of course, yeah, I've really gone blank for a second. And, of course, yes, I actually came back just like that. Just like Tommy Cooper said. But, yeah, I would actually like to say this now, that, of course, I, you know, want to thank you all for watching that broadcast, for those people that have watched that broadcast. This is a general update here for touring with us, and don't forget, of course, you can check out our eBay shop, which is what I'm now going to be talking about this minute. So, of course, before I do so, of course, there's been lots of flooded sort of talk about, of course, the legendary commentator of the BBC, of John Motson, who died at the age of 77 yesterday. And I was actually surprised that GB News, or GBN News, actually some people refer it to, didn't actually announce it in the evening, especially in particular on the Dan Wootton show. But of course, yeah, that's just one of those things, isn't it? Apparently it was on during the day, but not in the evening. That's one of those things. But anyway, of course, he was a legendary commentator that will probably be missed for many years and centuries to come. But yes, I always have my memories of the Jurgen Klinsmann, of the commentary from John Motson. Not that Spurs won at Anfield, but of course the great climax to that game at the end. I wonder what the odds would have been at that time. Let us know what you think about that, especially if you're a bookie maker out there. But anyway, let's forget rather about that scenario. But going back to the eBay account, of course, we're having a little bit of difficulty. Sorry, can't get my words out. But of course, it begins to sound like a comedy that you never ever get. But wow, to some people you get a certain amount of comedy, and some people you get another comedy that gets cancelled. But there you go, that's another thing altogether. Hopefully I won't get cancelled by saying so like this. But no, what I would say is that we're having difficulty here, as I struggle with words just then, with the links which are going on to the community section of the Touring With Us YouTube channel. Now, it's got a community section where you post sort of links on there, and it's only coming up with the link at the moment, apart from the videos that we have just recently put up, like the ED video, for example's sake. But of course, to rest assure you that it will link you to an eBay site, which of course has our merchandise on there. So if you want to support the channel in any way, feel free to go to our eBay account, which of course is our shop in other words. So the eBay shop is our merchandise. Currently we've only got cups and key rings at the moment, so hopefully in due course there will be a wide range of things available to you all. But of course, yes, do check it out. And of course, we've had maybe some people viewing the caps here. About 11 views so far. Hopefully there's more to come on that, and do spot it. Of course, if you do purchase the original Touring With Us logo of 2021 to 2022, you'll probably get that version, but you could well get the latest version as well. But yeah, it might be either way of the coin on that one. And buy it now, free postage, and yes, you can't grumble with that as well. And we might even throw an extra little gift for you as well, a postcard of some of the places that we have visited in particular. So original Touring With Us logo 2021 to 2022, you'll probably get that logo most likely, or you might get the latest logo, which of course we haven't yet put up on our channel. We might actually just use that as a picture, you know, for the actual listing that we've got on our merchandise. We've also got the key rings, and of course we've had a lot of interest but nobody buying it. So yeah, if you have an interest in buying the merchandise, come and tell us that you're going to buy it, or just buy it. And of course, yeah, all proceeds will go towards the channel. We're not trying to, of course, beg out there, because we're not allowed to do that. But of course, we, you know, kindly ask you if you would like to. And of course, the choice is up to you. But of course, we encourage you to kind of, you know, go for it if you wish to. It will be very helpful towards the channel, because all the proceeds will actually go directly to the channel, and you know exactly what you're going to get. It's not like when you donate some things which deem to be a scam sometimes. But on that note, you know, rest assured, we will be entertaining you just like Netflix and all that kind of thing. But yeah, just one little subject to talk about now. Of course, do you think John Cleese should be cancelled for the 40 Towers situation that he's going to write with his daughter Camilla? And of course, we've had a lot of flack recently about that. But if you have any comments on that, let us know. I'm not going to share my opinion, but most importantly, it's your opinion that counts. Of course, in the background, you have seen Giuliano Legendary Plum, which probably we'll call him by in the future, actually. Giuliano Legendary Plum, as in the fruit. So there you go. Of course, he will hopefully return next week at normally about 8 o'clock. We were slightly late today, but just one of those things. We're about 8 minutes late, I think it was. But yeah, that's because of the setup time, and it takes us time to actually set up and organise everything, and things do take time. It's not easy doing filming to the time that we try to do. We try to stick to all times at all costs. We do try to do that, but it's not easy sometimes, as I just mentioned. But yeah, rest assured, I do hope that you have enjoyed this video at all. And of course, yeah, we are definitely the show, hopefully, that never ends and never gets cancelled. That sounds very good, doesn't it? I must give a shout out to Jim Davison, of course, who does his Ustream channel on YouTube. And maybe one of his viewers might spot us here. And I want to say hello to those people on Twitter as well who have just recently followed us there. And I just joined the Dan Wootton column, which is like the Dan Wootton Corner, if you like, or the discussion group kind of thing, whatever you like to call it. And of course, hopefully you won't get cancelled there, because you can say what you like up to a point, obviously. Obviously, you have to be careful what you say everywhere you go now, but it's just one of those things. You know, we're getting into that sort of society where, of course, you cannot say a word or two these days without it being changed. But that's the narrative of course, the situation as it is today, and we've just got to make the most of today as if it's your last day. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. I think Bobby Bull once said that. Of course, live every day as if it's your last. Do you agree with that as well? Let us know in the comments as well. Anything that I discussed tonight on the actual quick video that you have seen today. So, as I say, I've been using the 4K video camera, which actually I bought in lockdown. But that was a long time ago. But, of course, I've got attached to it a microphone, which hopefully sounds a little bit more better than it would do without the microphone. But, yeah, I think it's one of those windshield microphones as well, and it's quite useful, especially if you're going to go out and about. But, yeah, hopefully I'll use that with my phones, and hopefully it'll make it a clearer sound, if you like. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. It is always a pleasure to do this recording here, and of course if you've got any comments regarding the John Cleese situation with 40 Towers, a lot of flack about that at the moment going on in the media, and do you think it is right for him to continue? According to is it Paul Whitehall, is it? Something like that. And the guy that, of course, partnered up with Harry Enfield. And, of course, that was Harry Enfield and Chums at the time they're most famously noted for. I think it's Paul Whitehouse. Yeah, that's it. Not Whitehall. But, yeah, I think he was just saying, in 3 words, don't do it. I think I saw that somewhere along the lines. But, yeah, let us know what you think. Make of it what you will. And, of course, remember, of course, this time that I'm at here, Friday, 24th of February 2023, 6 minutes past 10 p.m. in the evening here. Very shortly I should be arriving in a few days' time in Norfolk, as I said on the live broadcast earlier. And hopefully you can all join me for that. It'll be quite exciting, wouldn't it? I don't think I'll be taking this camera in case it goes missing at any time. That could be the scenario, but of course it could not be the scenario. I'd love to take it, but of course I can't risk it on that note. So I'll have to use mobile cameras. I'll probably take the iPhone 7, all being well. That will stay with me. And of course the other 2 phones, just in case. Of course, one goes missing at any time. But hopefully none will go missing. But yeah, I'm going to try and make sure that they don't go missing. But like I say, the other thing that I was going to ask you is... what's the other thing I was going to ask you about? I was going to ask you what you thought of something. I can't remember now, but it'll come to me in just a moment. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching here. So, yeah, if you can answer 2 of those things, of course, about John Cleese and the other thing that I mentioned earlier on in the show, and do let us know in the comments what you think about certain things that I ask you. So, yeah, what do you think is the question on that one? Should things get cancelled? But there you go. Hopefully I won't do by ending up this video with a smile. Wherever you're watching, whether you're watching in the afternoon, evening and morning, I will say from my time, good night.